Let's take you to the floor for tonight's Coca-Cola starting lineups for both teams.
Here are starting lineups for tonight's men's contest. We work our Lions of East Mississippi Community College and the visiting Indians of Etowah Community College. First for our visitors, for Etowah Community College Indians. Starting tonight out of Bakersville, Mississippi, the freshman at 6'6", the forward number 1, Greg Robinson. Starting tonight, a sophomore out of Brownsville, Mississippi, a 6'3" guard, number 3, Eric Brown. Starting out of Tupelo at 6'2" guard, number 12, Joseph Jones. And starting the freshman at guard at 5'9", number 15, Casey McQueen. And lastly, for the Indians, starting at guard, number 21, Kendrick Fountain. Head coach Grant Payton, assisted by Eric Bozeman. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make some noise for the starting lineups tonight for your East Mississippi Lions. Starting tonight, the Lions at Southfield, Mississippi, our sophomore at guard,
Now, get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap up the Choice Pawn pregame show. We're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening tip here between ICC and East Mississippi. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians picked up an 81-74 win in the first game of the day. Getting a text from Lee Adams, Lady Indians still, we talked about possibly getting in that number 4 spot, but depending on how things shake up, the ICC could actually finish as high as number 2 in the playoffs. So still a lot of interesting basketball to go here. ICC with the basketball to start things off here. Indians in their road blue, trimmed in red and white. East Mississippi in their home gray, trimmed in red and white. Eric Brown with the basketball, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Fountain, 5 seconds now. Fountain stands up for the 3, back iron no good. And East Mississippi easily corrals the rebound. Here come the Lions. Lions drop it off. This is going to be number 14, Thomas, with the basketball. Nobody for the Indians getting back defensively, as that was Hines with the basket. And quickly 2-0. As East Mississippi jumping into press, and the Indians are going to step out of bounds. McQueen's foot out of bounds. Pressure forces the turnover at East Mississippi with a lot of energy here early. Last time these two teams met, well, it wasn't a good night for the Indians. East Mississippi ran away with that basketball game from the opening tip as an uninspired group of Indians took the floor in that loss. Turnaround hook shot is up, no good. And East Mississippi rips the rebound, but loses it before it goes out of bounds, and ICC will get it back now. Fountain with the basketball. Works it up to Eric Brown. Brown tries to knife his way forward. Bank shot is good for Eric Brown. So Brown ties the contest at 2. 18-40 and counting here in the first half. East Mississippi with it now, driving inside, drops it off. Layup is up in and good. That's for Hines. He's now got 4 points. So East jumping out in the press. ICC struggling with the press so far. And that's time to get it up the floor with 24 seconds to spare on the shot clock. 4-2 is your score. East Mississippi with the lead here on sophomore night in Scuba. Fountain with the basketball, drops it off to Joseph Jones. Jones has a lot of family in the house tonight, along with Shayton York, who is dressed out tonight for the Indians, and we've got a moving screen on ICC. That foul's going to be whistled on Robinson. So Lions with the basketball. A little handoff up top at the point guard position. Swinging around the perimeter. East Mississippi aggressive and on the attack here early. 4-2 is your score. This is Thomas with the basketball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pull up three-pointer from Thomas. Off the mark, no good. Easy rebound for Fountain. And Fountain will trot the ball into the front court. Drops it off now to Casey McQueen. Eric Brown with the basketball. In the regular starting 5 for ICC for about the last 3 games. McQueen wants the 3 on its way. Yes. Casey McQueen gets the 3-point basket, and ICC takes their first lead of the night. So East with the basketball. They want to answer with a 3 on the other end. That one off the mark, no good. We've got an over-the-back call whistled here on East Mississippi. So East has led as much as 4. ICC with their first lead of the evening. Now here come the Indians on the attack. McQueen drops it off. That's going to be Eric Brown, who gives it back to McQueen, who gives it back to Brown. Fountain with it on the left wing, swings it over to Joseph Jones. Inside they go to Robinson. Robinson tries to turn around, nearly travels. Jones with the basketball, back out to McQueen. 8 seconds now on the shot clock. Brown, pull-up jumper from deep. Bouncing off the sidearm, no good. Rebound to be tipped out and controlled by the Lions. 5-4, your score. 16 and a half to play here until halftime. Three-pointer on the other end, it's up and good. 3-point basket knocked down by Bell, his first points of the evening, and now the lead back to East Mississippi, 7-5. Mass substitution getting set to check in here for the Indians. Drive to the basket, a foul, and I believe this will send Eric Brown to the free throw line. That foul whistle on number 23. That's going to be Hines with the foul. Each team with 1 foul so far on the evening, and this will send Eric Brown to the charity stripe. Brown with 2 points already on the evening. And can't make the first free throw. Substitutions coming in the game here for ICC. Number 5, Brian Halems. Number 20, Joshua Greer. Number 10, Shayton York. And number 4, Paris Harris. Good to see York back on the floor as he's missed, I think, 3 or 4 games due to a knee injury. Coming back in for the Indians. He had played well during his freshman year before running into that injury. Second free throw is good for Brown. He now has 3 points. So the free throw good. If anybody wondering who I was talking to, that was Coach Robin Porter. As now East Mississippi with the basketball. East driving inside, and York takes it away. Shayton York with the steal. Drops it backside. Reverse layup is good. Beautiful pass. Nice finish for the Indians, as that was Harris with his first points of the contest, and ICC now takes a 1-point advantage, 8-7, 15:35 to play here in the first half. Back and forth we go in this one, much like the women's game. ICC picks up an 81-74 win in the women's game, and there's Shayton York with his second steal of the ball game. So York, as we said, coming off the injury, providing a spark for ICC early on. York trying to work off a screen, nothing there. Good defense by the Lions. Now driving inside, a lot of contact, no foul called. And East Mississippi gets the rebound. That was number 21, Scott, who checked into the contest, high for the rebound. Drives it inside, balls will be slapped away, and it's off the fingertips of the Lions, they say, and it will go to ICC. Substitution coming in the contest here. Cox will check in for the Lions. So East will jump in a press. Harris will get it into Greer. Greer sees the trap, bounces it ahead. This is York. Going to lob it up, and the ball's going to be slapped away. Smart play that time on the part of number 21, Scott. Knew that Helms was trailing close as the layup put back is good after the miss by Bell. He's now got 5. But smart play defensively. Knew that Brian Helms was near. He just went up and deflected the lob. Now York goes in and can't get the layup, but it's fouled. Well, number 21 whistled for the foul there. That's going to be Scott. And that's going to be his first. Scott left his feet that time. I think if he stays planted, he has a better chance of either A, blocking the shot or maybe drawing the charge, but I think he might have been too deep into the arch. So this will be Shayton York to the free throw line. First free throw for the Southpaw is off the mark, no good. York has struggled at times from the free throw line, but so have the Indians. They're hot or cold. There's either feast or famine from the charity stripe this season for ICC. Indians lead it 9-8. Waiting the second free throw here from York. On its way, good. That one rolled around and finally decided to settle through the hoop. First point of the contest, and ICC now ties it up 9-9. Indians fall back in a 2-3 zone. East Mississippi now with the basketball, working it around the perimeter. Trying to be patient on the offensive end. Go that high-low set. 14 seconds now on the shot clock. Deep, NBA range, 3 off the mark, no good. And that's going to be a foul on Jenkins. A push on the rebound. That foul whistle there on Jenkins is going to be his first. Team's second foul. East Mississippi with 3 fouls so far here in the first half. So East Mississippi to inbounds. This will be Triante Thomas. Going for the back door and a travel. Well, I don't think that time Scott was expecting to be that wide open on the inbounds play. Shuffled his feet, and the turnover back to the Indians. So ICC dodges a bullet there. 9-9 is your score. Coming up on 14 minutes of play here in the first half. We do thank you for joining us here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry bringing this action. Big-time block shot. As Harris asking for a foul, didn't get it. Good no call, in my opinion, that time by the official. As it'll be ICC ball on the baseline with 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Go hard! Go hard!
York set to inbounds here for the Indians.
Go hard!
He's just going to lob it over the top to Brian Helms. Helms gives it back to York. 2-3 zone now out of the Tigers. York with the basketball. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins back to York. Lobs it. And that time, Helms wasn't ready for the basketball. As he looked for that backdoor lob, he was open. As the ball taken away, though, on the other end by the Indians. So each team with a turnover, no damage done there. Jenkins for 3. Off the mark, no good. Nothing but gray shirts in the paint for the rebound. Well, this is starting to turn into a track meet with neither team really being able to score the basketball. Floater in the paint, that's off the mark, no good. 2 Indians fighting over the rebound, and it goes out of bounds back to East Mississippi. Substitutions checking in the ballgame here for the Lions. This is going to be number 11, Lee. Checking in as well is going to be number 4, Davis. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07, Wednesdays at lunch. All they ask is for $2 and a friend at the ICC BSU Lunch Center. Helms goes up. He is hammered and a foul called. See if it was before or after the shot. Some of the East Mississippi fans getting in the ear of Brian Helms, and Helms will go to the line to shoot 2. We'll see how Brian Helms reacts to the crowd getting after him tonight. We've seen 2 different players come out of Brian Helms whenever the crowd kind of gets after him. So he gets that first free throw to fall. Second free throw good as well. 2 points now for the Ole Miss signee, Brian Helms. ICC with their large lead of the night now at 2, 11-9, coming up on 13 minutes of play here in the first half. East with the basketball, driving inside, layup, high arching, no good. Brian Helms with the rebound. Helms looking to push, coming down the other end of the floor, drops it out. Thought about the 3, passes it up to Greer. Greer travel. Thought about the 3, didn't want it, and put the dribble on the floor. Picked up his pivot foot before putting the dribble on the floor. Turnover gives it back to the Lions, so East Mississippi dodging a big-time bullet there. ICC got to take advantage of those opportunities in this one tonight. 11-9 is your score. 12:43 and counting here in the first half. East with the basketball. They're in their home grays, ICC in their road blue. Inside they go, and that's going to be a foul on Harris. Harris was getting the business underneath and then just grabbed him. And that's usually the case. Sometimes the retaliator is the one that gets whistled for the foul. That is going to be the third foul on the Indians. 4 fouls so far on the Lions. So East will be set to inbounds on the baseline. Lob it in. The ball was deflected, but East Mississippi able to get it. And then we've got a foul away from the basketball. That foul's going to be whistled on number 21, Scott of East Mississippi. I've got that as his second foul. Didn't really see where that foul was as I was watching the basketball. I think it was on the moving screen on the inbounds. So East falling back in a 2-3 zone. York with it now. And then Jenkins just throws it away. Are they going to say it was touched? They're going to say it was touched by East Mississippi. Wow. A break for the Indians as East Mississippi did not touch that basketball. So the officials just assumed the ball was touched that time. So ICC dodges a big-time bullet there as that ball was simply just tossed into the backcourt by the Indians. Greer with it. York over to Jenkins now. Jenkins looking inside, nothing there. Good defense out of East Mississippi. 2 seconds. Got to fire up the three-pointer. Short iron, no good. Rebound being tipped around, and East Mississippi finds it. 11-9 is your score. 11:50 and counting here in the first half. Long 2, high arching shot is good. It wasn't pretty, but it went through for Harper. And we're tied at 11. 11:40 to play here now in the first half. ICC getting set to send in some subs. East Mississippi wanting to do the same. Shayton York with the basketball, wanting to work off a screen. Drops it over to Jenkins. Jenkins back up top to York. York over to Halems. Step back three-pointer, halfway down, no good. Rebound to the Lions. ICC not been doing a good job of about the last 3 or 4 games, crashing the boards. East Mississippi taking advantage tonight. Jenkins couldn't get the rebound, but tipped it out to himself, and he will control it and drop it off to York. 12-11 is the score. East Mississippi with the lead. York works it around to Jenkins. Inside they go. Halems goes inside. His shot was blocked. And now here come the Lions on the other end. Got to go stronger than that and not anticipate the foul call. East with it. Spot ups for a 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound long to Jenkins. Well, this is almost like an organized pickup game that you would find back home, as really neither team is doing anything impressive. 12-11 is the score. We're coming up on 10.5 minutes of play here in the first half. Inside they go. Brian Halems drops it off, extra pass to Harris, and he traveled. Yep. Trying to get a little too fancy that time as a trio of subs checking in for the Indians. It'll be Joseph Jones, Fountain, and Brown checking in. Let's reset your Coca-Cola lineup. Number 12, Joseph Jones. Number 21, Kendrick Fountain. 23 is Trey Jenkins. 3 is Eric Brown. And number 5 is Brian Halems. Indians will fall back in a man-to-man defense. Coming up on 10:15 to play here in the first half. ICC trailing this one 12-11. And we've got a foul on the entry pass, and that'll be on Brian Halems. His first foul, team 4th foul. East Mississippi has been called for 5. So East will inbounds on the baseline. .15 seconds on the shot clock, and there's a travel. Just caught the basketball. You see that a lot more now in college basketball. Kids catch it, shuffle their feet, or take that extra step before putting the dribbles down. That's just the fundamentals of basketball kind of being washed away thanks to the NBA. 10 minutes to play now. 12-11 is your score. Trying to go inside to Halems, does so. His running layup, shot blocked. Now here come the Lions on the other end. East Mississippi with it now. Is going to back it back out. Nearly turn it over. Boy, I tell you what, if Halems would have been looking, could have had an easy steal that time. East Mississippi dodges a big-time bullet. East looking to work one-on-one now. That ball thrown long. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. It will stay with East Mississippi. That was just an ugly possession. East Mississippi able to reset now with 11 seconds on the shot clock. 9:34 to play here in the first half. East inbounds on the far side of the floor. That's a double dribble.
That's a double.
Double dribble all day. No call, and there's Brian Halems with the steal. Halems, don't know who he's throwing that one to, but luckily East Mississippi player in self-defense mode didn't want to get hit in the face. Slapped that one out of bounds. Self-preservation on the part of Cox that time, and ICC will keep the basketball. 9:24 to go here. 12-11. We're at a blistering pace to reach 20 by halftime as a three-point basket long off the mark, no good, and the rebound pulled down by East Mississippi. East wanting to drive inside. Shot is up, off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, put back is good. That's number 5 for East Mississippi, and I don't have a number 5 on my lineup. As he gets the shot to fall, and the lead now to 3. Halems with it. In trouble, he's going to dribble it back out. Eric Brown with it now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Fountain. Skip pass to Jenkins. Back up top to Brown. 3 seconds, going to have to hurry. Instead, the Indians throw it away. Well, we talked about East Mississippi looking out of sorts on that previous possession. ICC looking bad out of sorts on that possession. 8:40 to play here. ICC trailing 14-11. East with the basketball, nearly turns it over, able to keep possession. To the baseline they go with it. Looking to drive inside, nothing there. In trouble. And then they bail him out with a foul. That foul whistle on number 12. That's going to be on Joseph Jones, his first foul. Team 5th foul. Each team with 5 fouls here. 8:20 to go in the first half. Scoring optional so far in this one. East Mississippi with the basketball. Swing it back out. Driving inside, and there's going to be a charge. Ouch. Joseph Jones just gets hammered. Then number 2 shoves Brian Halems after the play. The officials, wow, how'd they miss that? As Cox giving him a pretty nasty forearm that time. The second time we've seen that tonight. As a timeout taken here. Timeout on the floor. 14-11 is your score. 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more right after this. Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton. And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 8:10 to play here in the first half. East Mississippi with a 14-11 lead over your Indians. We do want to welcome you watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians picked up an 81-74 victory in the first game of the evening. And that's going to be a kickball. It's what you're taught as a player. I can't speak, Robin. That when you can't get in front of the basketball, at least get a hand or a foot in that passing lane, and the kick ball will reset it here. Shayton York will check into the contest here for the Indians. York with it. 2-3 zone has been effective. As Jones with the basketball, swings it back to York. York in trouble, kicks it out now. 8 seconds on the shot clock. York drops it off. Layup on its way, no good. And the Indians can't buy a bucket right now. East Mississippi throws it to the band director, and it'll go back to the Indians. Anything you could do, I could do better, and right now neither team could do it that well. 7:45 to play here. ICC trailing 14-11. Jenkins with the basketball. York with it now. He's wanting to drive inside. Finger roll layup is good for Shayton York. Been a minute since the Indians get a basket, and they're only trailing this contest by 1 3 points now for York. 14-13, 7:20 to play here in the first half. East with the basketball. ICC falling back in that 2-3 zone. Driving inside, wild scoop shot up, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and Shayton York finds it. York trying to push the issue now here for the Indians. Drops it off to Fountain. Fountain drives inside, drops it off to Jones. Jones shot blocked. And he's going to back it back out to Brian Halems. Halems wanting to challenge inside. His layup no good, and the rebound tipped out. Brian Halems asking and pleading for a foul. And there's York with a great play defensively. Jump ball. Right now, if you're Brian Halems, you just got to go strong to the basket. They're either going to call it or they're not. And the jump ball is going to be in favor of the Lions. Got to get back defensively. Don't got enough time to stand around and argue with the official on no calls. 14-13 is the score. East Mississippi with the basketball. Trying to lob it inside. Ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. It will stay with East Mississippi on the baseline. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 6:36 to go here. And the official coming in and having a few words with some of the players. So we're going to lob this one inside. Spin in the paint, turnaround shot. Rattles halfway down, no good. Rebound, tipped around and controlled by Fountain. That has almost been the perfect example of how this first half has gone. That shot was halfway down and would not fall for East Mississippi. Fountain driving inside, drops it off to Jones. And Jones was straight into position to get the rebound. Fountain's got to lay that up. Oh, my goodness. Not a whole lot you can say about this first half so far for either team. 14-13 is the score, coming up on 6 minutes to play now. Here in the first half, loose ball on the floor, taken away by Brian Halems. East Mississippi getting back in that 2-3 zone, which has worked well against the Indians this first half. Joseph Jones with it now. Lobs it up top to Shayton York. Around the perimeter they go. York back to Jenkins. Extra pass. Halems wants to drive inside, and he's fouled. So I believe that should result in a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Brian Halems, who has 2 points, both of those coming from the free throw line. Substitution getting set to check in here for East Mississippi. Number 1, Harris will check in for the Lions. So Brian Halems to the free throw line. A 1-and-1 opportunity here for the sophomore. First free throw, no good. Indians didn't have anybody in to rebound that time, so East Mississippi easily collects the rebound. We talked about it being sophomore night here in Scooba. It'll be sophomore night Thursday night at ICC, as the Lady Indians and the Indians will play host to the Rangers of Northwest. Loose ball on the floor. East Mississippi finds it. That shot no good. Stop me if you've heard that one before. 5:15 to play now until halftime. 14-13 is your score. York with the basketball. Fountain back to York. Over to Jenkins. Back to York. Back to Fountain. Back to York. Back to Jenkins. Back to York, who drives inside. Running layup is good. York with 5 points. He and Bale lead all scorers in the contest. ICC retakes the lead now, 15-14. East with the basketball, 4:40 to play. Lob it inside, no help defense, but misses the layup. I don't know if there's somebody invisible up there blocking shots on the other end. Scoop shot is up, no good, but there's a foul, and that foul's going to be whistled on Davis. I want to say this, Brian got bailed out on that one. Very little contact made that time. So that foul whistled on number 4, Davis, and that's going to be his second. So Halems to the free throw line and rattles that one in. 3 points for Brian Halems, all from the charity stripe. ICC matching their largest lead of the night at 2. 16-14 is your score. Second free throw, that one, nothing but the bottom of the net. 4 points now as the East Mississippi crowd getting after Brian Halems after making a pair of free throws. ICC now leads it by 3, 17-14. Man-to-man defense here out of the Indians. Drive to the basket, and that's going to be a foul and count it. Well, they got the switch they were looking for on the screen. Greg Robinson could not keep up with it, so a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here for the Lions, and a chance to tie it as that basket good for Harris, his first points of the contest. Joseph Jones, who just checked out, getting set to check back in, and Greg Brown, or excuse me, not Greg Brown, that's Alex Brown's daddy. Greg Robinson picking up his second foul. And a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. Free throw on its way, and rattles in and out, no good. Oh my, 4 minutes, 10 seconds to play here. 17-16, ICC with the lead.
Hey, clear the shooter.
York going to set the offense here. Drops it off to Halems, wanting to work one-on-one, and he's going to be fouled.
Hey, one-on-one. One-on-one. Take your time. Take your time. Back up. Hey, good job. Good job.
As you see number one just coming in and yelling at Brian Halems, the official, giving him a lot of liberty, kind of talking back and forth in this game to both teams. As the free throw is good for Halems, he's got 5. Well, we know one thing, when ICC and East Mississippi gets together as the officials, you got your hands full, so you don't want to let anything like this go early, as it will continue to build throughout the night. Second free throw, that one rattles in and good. 6 points now for Brian Halems. He is 6 of 7 from the charity stripe. And the official thought he wanted a timeout, coming over to talk to East Mississippi's coach. Begley is known to be rather animated. ICC matching their large lead of the night now at 3, 19-16 is the score. Indians jump trap out of the zone. East Mississippi ain't ready for it. Baseline drive, shot is good. That's number 14. Thomas with his first points of the contest. 19-18, ICC with the lead. 3.5 to play here in the first half of play.
Come up. Come up, Joe.
Well, both these offenses starting to find a little bit of rhythm. Or at least get some more shots to find its way through the hole. Joseph Jones with the basketball now. Gets it inside to Halems. Halems sees a double team. His shot is up off the mark, no good. Rebound slapped out. And it's going to be long to ICC. I don't think the ball actually went out of bounds before the player from East Mississippi grabbed it. So a break there for the Indians. Substitutions coming into the contest. Checking in will be Harper for East Mississippi. Checking in will be number 20, Greer for ICC. 3:12 to play here, 19-18. ICC with the lead. Eric Brown trying to wave traffic through. Looking to go on the drive. East Mississippi anticipating that screen, doing a good job of collapsing. Now Brian Halems wants the three. Good. Brian Halems knocks down the three-pointers. Got a few words for the East Mississippi fans behind him. First basket of the ball game for Brian Halems, and ICC now leads it 22-18. 4 largely the night for the Indians. East with the basketball. Got a bit of a mismatch in the paint, just not going to it. Easy layup by Cox. And now it's back to a 2-point game. 2.5 to play here until halftime, 22-20. 2-3 zone out of East Mississippi, as we said, has worked well tonight. Halems drops it back to Eric Brown. Swings it around, looking to go baseline to Jones. Jones goes inside. Halems tries to go up and loses handle of the basketball. Here comes East Mississippi, a chance to tie with the 2. Tries to go inside, and that's going to be a foul. Whistled on Shayton York. York got a little greedy there when he first came in the ballgame. Was able to get those plays for some steals, but got him across the arm. And that's going to be a foul on the Indians, and they're going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity here. No, they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. Wow. A very generous call there. As the first free throw is good. If that was a shot attempt, there's no such thing as a pass in the game of basketball. Free throw is good. Chance to tie it here with the second one, and he does. 4 points now for Terriante Thomas. We're tied at 22 with 2 minutes to play here. York works it over on the right wing. ICC just going to play a game of catch. That ball slapped out of bounds. Last touch by East Mississippi. 1:53 to go here. Trey Jenkins getting set to come into the contest for ICC. Jenkins in, Greer out. That substitution being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Follow them on Twitter at ICC Wesley. Fountain with the basketball, works it over now to York. York's going to reset the offense. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Brown with it, back to York. Inside they go to Fountain. Fountain tries a ball fake. York now wanting to go on the drive. Scoop shot is good for Shayton York. Nice basket that time by York. He's got 7. Indians take a 2-point lead now, 24-22. 1.5 to play here until halftime. Spin in the paint, and that's going to be another foul. Whistle on York. York did a good job staying straight up defensively. Just slapped that arm down on the continuation of the play, and that's going to be a foul on York, and I have that as his second. And that's going to be the case there on York. So this will send East Mississippi's Bell to the free throw line. First free throw from Bell, good. 6 points now for Bell. Chance to tie it with this second free throw coming up here. East Mississippi, I've got them 3 of 3 from the charity stripe so far here in the first half. And the second one good as well. 7 now for Bell. We're tied again. 24-24. 1:15 and counting to go here in the first half of play. McQueen with it, back to Brown. And Brown just turns it over. Lost a handle on the basketball. Now East Mississippi trying to come down the other end. Layups, no good. Trey Jenkins with the rebound. Been a lot of missed layups, a lot of missed shots. Fountain spins in the paint. His shot's blocked. Boy, he's bailed out with a foul there. Looked like a clean block on the part of the Lions. They're going to call that foul on number 3, Bell. Thought they'd give Bell the benefit of the doubt the way Fountain went in out of control, but instead, Fountain will go to the line to shoot 2 with 53 seconds to play. Fountain's first free throw, good. Not a whole lot you can talk about here in the first half of play. Just has not been a well-played first half by either team. So while you regroup at halftime and hopefully find your rhythm if you're the Indians, they lead it now 26-24, coming up on 45 seconds to play. East with the basketball. Looking to spin in the paint. Layup is on its way and good. That's number 14, Thomas, who now has 6 points in the game. And we're tied once again, 26-26, with 26 seconds to play here. McQueen with it. Back up top they go. McQueen trying to go inside to Jones. Jones back out to McQueen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Indians want to try to work this one down as deep as they can. Brown floats in the paint. Shot back iron, no good. Rebound to East Mississippi. 5 seconds now. East going to try to rush it up the floor. Three-pointer on its way. Off the mark, no good, and that will do it. The first half comes to an end. We start it, or we finish it the way we started. Tied. 26-26 is your score here at the half. We're going to take a break and come back with the Little Caesars halftime report here. ICC East Mississippi tied at 26 here at halftime.
Helen, don't you know Little Caesars has the extra most bestest for $6?
$6? I gotta sit down.
Yeah, it has the most cheese and pepperoni for the nation's best price.
Most cheese and most pepperoni? I gotta sit all the way down.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton. This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
I love these soft pretzel twists.
They're so soft and salty, I like to sample them. That was a tongue twister!
Here's another one. Peter Piper picked a pack of perfect pretzels.
Hold up. Your last name is Piper?
Try a new warm and buttery soft pretzel twist with a Sonic Fruit Fizz. This is how you Sonic.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message. Surrender to the toppings. Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back. As we're part of the Little Caesars halftime report, we'll take a look at some first half highlights. And folks, there's not many. But let's take a look at some first half scoring being brought to you by Sonic. For East Mississippi, they were led in scoring by Bales, 7 points. Thomas had 6. 2 for Harris, 2 for Cox, 2 for Harper, 4 for Hines. And number 5 had 2. We don't have a name on Hines. I almost want to say he's Horton for the Lions. For ICC, they were led in scoring by 9 points from Brian Halems, 3 for Brown, 2 for Harris, 7 for York, 3 for McQueen, and 2 for Fountain. Let's take a look at the first half highlights and score updates being brought to you by Sonic. We're going to take a break and come back with more of the Little Caesars halftime report right after this. ICC East Mississippi's tied 26 at the half.
I love these soft pretzel twists.
They're so soft and salty, I like to sample them. That was a tongue twister!
Here's another one. Peter Piper picked a pack of perfect pretzels.
Hold up. Your last name is Piper?
Try a new warm and buttery soft pretzel twist with a Sonic Fruit Fizz. This is how you Sonic.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Etowah Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
My name is Thomas Cox. I play football and I'm the manager for the baseball team. My favorite subject at ICC is no doubt math. So far, my favorite instructor is Bobby Gerald. The biggest trash talker on the football team has got to be Caleb Comer, no doubt. The most said thing at practice at baseball is, I just missed it. Between Miss Patsy's lunchbox special and the potato bowl, probably go lunchbox because that's what we always get for football. One thing that I don't miss about summer football workouts is the running. The biggest jokester on the football team has got to be Caleb Comer. You just got to be around the guy. He'll crack you up. My most memorable moment of last football season has got to be the fumble recovery to put us up against Hines. Throughout my freshman year, there's just been so many memories made that I can't really recall just one memory. There's been so many good ones. One thing that really intrigued me about ICC is the really cozy atmosphere, as you could say. It's just a really warm environment and everybody makes you feel welcome. It's just a really close-knit college. Roll Tribe, go Indians.
Helen, Don't you know Little Caesars has the extra most bestest for $6?
$6? I gotta sit down.
Yeah, it has the most cheese and pepperoni for the nation's best price.
Most cheese and most pepperoni? I gotta sit all the way down.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation. One-two pitch coming. Air strike 3, and that'll do it. The Indians win it by the final score of 5-1.
With tonight's win, Coach Rick Collier just picked up his 500th win as head coach of the Indians.
All right, guys, here we go. We do about 14. 1, 2, 3. Y'all what it's all about. That right there. That just shows how many good players I've had through the years. There's a lot of guys that chipped in on all those wins. That's over. Oh, that's about y'all. We're headed to do good things for you guys. This is y'all year, right? Sir. Y'all gonna do good? Yes, we're excited about it. Okay. It means a lot. It's it means that I've been here a long time, obviously, but it's about all those players. I've had some. That's my memories. There is the players. I hadn't hit one yet. I hadn't thrown a pitch yet. Hadn't caught a fly ball or anything. It was all about them, and they, it's just the group of guys that I've had through the last 16 years as head coach. Unbelievable guys, and that's my memories there. It's not about 500 for me, and I just appreciate the opportunity of being at the place that I'm at, and I love it at Etowah Community College.
All right, Coach. Well, we're all proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6, or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
Today, you are connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected, which is easy with convenient locations in your community. Understanding that sometimes you need to speak to real people with real answers. Banking partners with the services you desire, who understand how you want to bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message.
Surrender to the toppings.
Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back as they put 2 minutes on the clock here in the second half. Nope, now they've changed it to 20. I was like, wow. We'll get it over with quickly here in the second half, but instead ICC will have the basketball to start the second half of play. Be honest with you folks, trying to put it as nice as I can, it wasn't a pretty first half of play for either basketball team, as they actually went on a pretty good little run there in the final 3 minutes of the first half to be able to stretch this score out to 26-26 at the break. Original starting five on the floor here for the Indians. Fountain drops it off, actually it's York, and he gets the basket. York getting the start here in the second half. York now with 9 points. Said he has missed about the last 3 or 4 games due to a knee injury. Actually, it is not the original starting five on the floor. We'll give you the Coca-Cola lineup on the floor here momentarily. East Mississippi with the basketball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer is up and good. Harris drills the three and leads 1 now to East Mississippi. On the floor for ICC, number 10, Shayton York. Number 21, Kendrick Fountain. Number 5, Brian Halems. 23 is Trey Jenkins. And number 12, Joseph Jones. Halems wanting to go inside, sees a double team, and that's going to be a jump ball. Got to recognize that sooner, as once again you see number 1, Taunton, Brian Halems. The official letting it go. You don't want to do that in the MACJC because that can turn ugly in a hurry. You've heard me reference that 2 or 3 times tonight, so if something does happen, it's on the officials. And there's a travel. The coach coming out, and Coach Porter that time almost wanting to call the travel for the officials. If you're just now joining us, 81-74 Lady Indians with the win in the first game. ICC trying to go on the road and pick up the sweep of East Mississippi this evening here with the nightcap. 29-28 East Mississippi with the lead. ICC with the basketball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. York wanting to go on the drive. In the paint, nothing there. Kicks it out to Halems. Halems ball fakes. A little between the leg action. Three-pointer rattles in. Don't know if that was drew up by design there, but Brian Halems gets his second three-pointer of the game. And ICC now regains the lead, 31-29. East with the basketball now, wanting to go inside. Near turnover, able to get the ball back. Floater in the paint is up, no good, and Brian Halems with the rebound. Inside 18 minutes of play now in the contest. ICC 31, East Mississippi 29. York, beautiful play, but a nice block shot that time by the help defense of East Mississippi. That's a blocking foul, good call. Kendrick Fountain started falling before the contact got there that time. That foul whistled on Fountain. Whoa, they're actually going to call that on number 23. 21 with the foul, and that is going to be on Fountain. Make sure they got that, as that free throw is off the mark, no good. For 14. They got the board. They've got him that foul on Trey Jenkins. Second free throw. Good. 7 points now for Thomas. So the Indians setting up the press break. Fountain's going to dribble it across the floor, allow his teammates to catch up with him. 31-30, ICC with the lead. Fountain driving inside, floater in the paint, off the mark, no good. Fountain just out of control, going to the basket this time. Now East Mississippi with a chance to retake the lead. Thomas with it, picks up his dribble. ICC in a man-to-man defense. Around the perimeter they go. East with the basketball. This is Cox trying to spin in the paint. Shot is up, no good, and Shayton York with the rebound. Shayton from the Philadelphia area, got a lot of his family here this evening. A little too fancy on the pass that time as Jones couldn't get to it. Layup on the other end is good, however, by number 1. That's going to be Harris. So now East Mississippi retakes the lead, 32-31. York with the basketball up the floor. They go to Jenkins. Jenkins eyes, tries, can't buy the three-point basket, and East Mississippi fights over the rebound. And contact was made. I thought it was between two players of East Mississippi making the contact. Instead, they called the foul on Joseph Jones. That's going to be the foul, second foul on Jones. Jones broke his finger against Northwest, not wearing any protective gear here in this game. That's a guy that broke his finger a long time ago. I say a long time ago, back in my high school playing days. Yeah, it was a long time ago. That doesn't feel good in any shape, form, or fashion. 32-31, East Mississippi with the lead and the basketball. Looking to go on the drive, and he traveled. That foul whistle on number 21. That's going to be on Fountain, and that should be his second. Or actually, so they don't have the fouls right in the book.
Watch the sweep drive, Scoop.
That's 2 on Fountain. So one foul. One ref called a charge, the other one called a block. Free throw is up and good. And they convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way there. So East Mississippi in a press here, and they force the turnover. ICC not ready for it. Layup, however, is missed. Indians dodge a big-time bullet there. The official nearly in the way of Halem to get in the basketball, and he drills the three. Brian Halem just dribbled back and drilled his third three-pointer of the game, a big one there. As the lead cut to one, 35-34, East Mississippi with the lead. And drive to the basket. This is going to be a blocking foul called here. That foul going to be whistled on Jones, and I believe that's going to be his third, and yes, it is. ICC has been whistled for 5 fouls. East Mississippi is yet to be called for a foul. Looking a lot like the fourth quarter of the women's game, as ICC was whistled for 8 fouls. East Mississippi was whistled for 2, and that actually ended up working out in the favor of ICC because East Mississippi had to foul in a hurry just to put ICC at the free throw line late in the game. So this will send number 1, Harris, to the free throw line. He's got 10 points, 8 of those here in the second half. Free throw is good for Harris. He is now 2 of 3. So Jones will check out. Harris will check in. These substitutions being brought to you by the Bank of Oklahoma. Second free throw good as well. Substitution coming in here for East Mississippi. That's going to be number 24, Jones, into the contest. Harris checks out with 12 points, 10 here in the second half. 37-34 is your score. Indians need a basket this trip down the floor in a big way. Nice extra pass, reverse layup is good. Beautiful play that time by the Indians. Nice little high-low set, reverse layup for Harris was good. I've got him with 4. 1-point contest, 37-36. Already on a much quicker scoring pace than we had in the first half. 3-point shot on its way off the mark, no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds, back to ICC. Well, you couldn't shot the ball any worse than either team did in the first half. I don't know if either team had more than shot better than 20% in the first half. So ICC with the basketball. McQueen with it. Inside out they go. Jenkins back to McQueen. Over to Fountain now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 2-3 zone has worked well tonight for East Mississippi. They're tall and long and rangy, so they're able to cover a lot of ground. Fountain thought about the 3, now drives inside. Baseline jumper from Harris. He's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Great defense by East Mississippi to force the Indians into a tough shot with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. Bailed him out, however, with the foul, and that's going to be the first foul of the second half whistled on the Indians, and that's going to be on Thomas, his first foul. 14:42 to play here, 37-36. A chance to tie it and retake the lead here for the Indians. Free throw is good for Harris. He now has 5. 37-37 is your score. 14:42 to play. Second free throw, that one good as well. Good form that time by Harris. As the southpaw gets both those to fall, and ICC now takes a 1-point advantage, 38-37. East with the basketball. ICC falling back in a 2-3 zone of their own. East trying to get in their high-low set. Working the ball around the perimeter, now going in the drive, kick it out to the corner, 3-pointer on its way, good. Big basket knocked down that time by Scott, and that could be the biggest difference in the game right now, is which team can start hitting some threes against this zone defense to force one of the 2 teams to come out of it. East Mississippi falling back in that 2-3 zone. Jenkins wants to answer on the other end, yes. Trey Jenkins with his first points of the contest, a big one there. And ICC retakes the lead 41-40. Anything you could do, I could do better so far here in the second half, and they're doing it much better than they did in the first half. ICC and East only scored 26 points each. Now it's 41-40. ICC with the lead. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline drive. Shot blocked by Halems. Good help defense from behind that time by Brian Halems. Halems didn't have numbers. Backs it back out. McQueen with it now. McQueen wants the three. Not the shot you're looking for. And McQueen will get the treatment from the crowd, as you heard here. McQueen just a little too excited to be that wide open that time. Really not the shot you're looking for. Want to be a little bit more patient. 13:22 to play here. 41-40. ICC leading by 1. East Mississippi with the basketball. East with it in the corner. Three-pointer on its way off the mark. No good. Trey Jenkins with the rebound. Jenkins will slow it down and drop it off to McQueen, who will trot the ball into the front court. Drops it off to Fountain. Fountain over to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Fountain. Trey Jenkins with it. Inside they go to McQueen. McQueen. Up they go. Jenkins for another three. No good. So now both teams kind of settling for three-pointers. Loose ball on the floor. Up the floor they go to Trey Jenkins. Jenkins loses his handle on the basketball. Slip and fail. And that'll get the East Mississippi crowd a little bit more life in him there. Official going to come up and check and see if there's a wet spot on the floor. I'm just going to say this. That's almost a perfect example of how this ball game has been. So Jenkins kind of laughing at himself on the other side of the floor. East with the basketball, and we got a foul. An offensive foul whistled here. Illegal screen called on number 12, Harper. That's going to be his first foul. Team's second foul. ICC's been called for 5 here in the second half. This is more like what we're used to seeing in the first half of play. Had a good start to the second half, and now things have gotten ugly. So ICC with the basketball. 2-3 zone out of East Mississippi. At 2-3 zone, but they're favoring the side that Trey Jenkins is on. McQueen with the basketball. Works it to the baseline now to Harris. Back to McQueen. To Fountain. Fountain ball fakes over to McQueen. Harris gets it, wants to work inside. His hook shot is up, wouldn't fall, but is thrown the foul. Foul whistle on number 12. Back-to-back fouls now. Whistle on Harper of East Mississippi. 11:56 to play here. 41-40 is your score. Harris to the free throw line. He's got 6 points. 4 of those coming here in the second half. First free throw from Harris. Rattles in and out, no good. Harris taking his time on the second free throw opportunity, and the iron kind on that one as it rattles home. 7 points now for Harris in the contest, and ICC 42-40 lead. Indians back in a 2-3 zone. East Mississippi working the ball around the perimeter, trying to attack the high-low set. Just not really good spacing on that offensive set by East Mississippi. Now they reset. Three-pointer on its way. Good. That's Harris, who now has 15 points, and that now could force the Indians to start coming out of that zone a little bit. As the Indians with the basketball. Jenkins with it on the other end now. Boy, they leaving Jenkins open. He wants the answer. Back iron, no good. Now here comes East Mississippi on the offensive end. Looking to go on the drive. Little floater is up in and good for number 14. That's Thomas. He now has 9 points, and the Indians need a timeout. Full timeout on the floor. 11:08 to play here. 45-42. East Mississippi with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
And welcome back out of the timeout. East Mississippi leading 45-42. It's been all Harris here in the second half for East Mississippi. He has scored 13 of his 15 here in the second half. 11 minutes to play. ICC with the basketball. East Mississippi now lining up in a man-to-man defense. They've been in that 2-3 zone for quite a while now, wanting to go man-to-man. Fountain goes inside. He is hammered, and a foul whistled here on the Lions. That foul can be whistled on number 12, Harper. Well, Harper has had 3 quick fouls called on him here. Let's see if he might be checking out of the contest as Fountain goes to the free throw line. Fountain with 2 points, both of those from the charity stripe. First free throw no good for Harris, or excuse me, for Fountain. Substitution into the game here. This will be Joshua Greer checking in. Checking out will be Trey Jenkins. That substitution being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Neither free throw would fall that time for Fountain. 45-42, East Mississippi with the basketball. They've led as much as 4 in this contest. East looking to build on that lead here. They go on the drive, turn around, extra pass. Layup is no good, but there's a foul. Nice play that time by East Mississippi. Got Harris off balance underneath and drew the foul, just could not get the layup to fall. Should be a pair of free throws coming up here for East Mississippi, and it will be. This should be number 21, Scott, to the free throw line. 10:34 to go here in the second half. 45-42 is your score. First free throw, back iron, no good. Trey Jenkins will check back in, and Kendrick Fountain will check out. East Mississippi going to sell out here on the free throws and take everybody out of the paint. Waiting on the second free throw here from Scott. And it's short, no good. Brian Halems with the rebound. 10.5 to play, 45-42. East Mississippi with the lead. ICC with the basketball. ICC in their road blue, trimmed in red and white. East Mississippi in their home grays, trimmed in red and white. Halems with the basketball, sees a quick double team. In trouble. Throws over the top to Jenkins, over to Brown. Brown into the corner now. Good recovery defensive-wise as his shot is up, no good. Harris with the rebound. His putback is no good. And the Indians could not take advantage of it. Good defense, though, by East Mississippi. Man, that extra effort, that hustle to get back and challenge the shots of the Indians. Force the Indians into an awkward shot and then rebound for East Mississippi. Drop off baseline jumper, short, no good. Rebound to Brian Halems. Don't know if there's a weird draft in the gym or what, but now these shots starting to not fall again. That three-pointer off the mark, no good. Not the shot the Indians were looking for. 9.5 to play now, 45-42. Layup is no good, putback is no good. And the rebound to the Indians. 9:15 to play here in the contest. Joshua Greer with the basketball. Wanting to drive inside. Try to go up and under, nothing there. Eric Brown for three, yes. Brown drains the three, and we're tied now at 45. Brown now with 6 points, his first points of the second half. And the first three-pointer of the game for Brown. ICC loses 24, and he makes them pay. Jones gets his first points of the contest. And this is just a three-point shooting contest here in the second half. Each team with 4 three-pointers made here in the second half. East Mississippi leads at 48-45. Greer with the basketball into the corner to Brown. He wants to answer. Yes. Brown with the three. Back and forth we go in this one. Back-to-back threes for Brown now. He's got 9. 48-48 is your score. 8:10 to play. Lions with the basketball. Man-to-man defense out of the Indians. Try to lob it inside. Brian Halem's able to go up and get that one. Good defense by the Indians. 8 minutes to play. Eric Brown's going to dribble it back out and reset the offense through Joshua Greer. Greer going to try to work off a screen. Nothing there. Drops it off to Eric Brown now. Brown ball fake. Going to back it back out and reset with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense out of the Lions. 5 seconds now. Greer step back long two. Off the mark. No good. Easy rebound to the Lions. But there's Brian Halem's with the steal. Halem's blocked shot. Good defense. Great job getting back that time by number 12 of East Mississippi, Harper, after committing the turnover. Three-pointer way off the mark. Air ball. Now you're starting to hear the ICC fans getting in the ear of the East Mississippi player for that air ball. Three-pointer from Halem's is good. Brian Halem's knocks down the three. Halem's with his 4th three-pointer of the ball game. He's got 18 points. And a timeout taken here by East Mississippi. 51-48, 6:58 to play here. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 51-48, 6:55 to play in this one. It's been a three-point shooting contest here for about the last 5 minutes of the contest. ICC leading it by 3. East Mississippi with the basketball. Into the corner they go. Back up top. 5 seconds now. NBA range 3. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound's going to go out of bounds. Back to ICC. Good defense that time by the Indians. Forced them into a bad shot as the shot clock ran down. 6:35 to play here. Can ICC go on a little bit of a run here to get them some breathing room? Largest lead of the night for both teams has been 4. The lead currently now by ICC 3. Greer wanting to go inside, loose and handle the basketball, but it was off the knee of the Lions, and the ball will go back to ICC on the baseline with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Cox into the contest. Checking out will be Jones. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. 6:20 to play here. 51-48 is your score. Halem's with the basketball. He wants a deep 3. That one halfway down. No good in the rebound to the Lions. 51-48. Both teams settling for three-pointers here in the second half. 6 minutes to play. ICC leading by 3. East with the basketball. Just playing a game of weave with the basketball. Now looking to go inside, and that's a travel. Instead, they call a foul on the Indians. That foul whistle on number 4. That's going to be on Harris. Like he took some extra steps before the foul was called, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on Harris. And this will send number 5 to the free throw line. As we said, the mystery player, number 5, not on the roster that we had before we came to the ball game. Of course, they're in their gray jerseys, so there could be some number changes.
You ball. Scooter's by himself. Josh, you're pitching.
First free throw, back iron, no good.
Hello, Scooter.
Awaiting the second free throw here. And it's good. 3 points now for number 5 of East Mississippi. They set a 51-49 score. East Mississippi wanting to come out in a press here. ICC not moving, just get the ball in. Joshua Greer with it now. Greer swings it around to Eric Brown. Baseline to Halems. Halems goes inside, and that's a charge. Good call. Brian Halems just out of control. As he went to the basket, Coach Pate trying to say he was inside the circle, but he was not. Good scouting defensively, as they know Halems likes to go strong to the basket, and a good take on that charge. 7th foul whistle on the Indians. 5 have been called here on East Mississippi in the second half. 5:40 to play. 51-49 is your score. East Mississippi can tie it with a 2. Lions with it, working around the perimeter, trying to go inside. Can't get it to him. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Baseline drive, wild shot up, no good, and Brian Halems with the loose ball. Halems wanting to push on the offensive end. Layup blocked. Brian Halems came out of his shoe on the other side of the floor. Layup on the other end, there's a foul. Basket would not count, and that foul's going to be the 4th on Harris. For Brian Halems, you gotta finish strong at the basket. You can't finish that way in the SEC, for sure. And now the official coming over to talk to number 5. So the first free throw is off the mark, no good. Substitution coming into the game. This is going to be Joseph Jones checking out. Will be Harris, who just picked up his 4th foul. 5:07 to play here, 51-49. Free throw on its way, and that one good for Cox. I got him with 3. 1 point contest, 51-50. ICC breaks the press. Brown's going to dribble it back out and reset the offense through Joshua Greer. Greer works it over to Brian Halems, wanting to work one-on-one, driving inside. Layup is up, no good. A lot of contact, no foul call. They'll back it back out. Smart play by Joseph Jones to reset the offense. Greer wanting to work one-on-one. Now works it over to Eric Brown. Brown's going to dribble it back out. Brown wanting to work one-on-one. Kicks it out to Halems. Halems wants the 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, tipped around. That's Jenkins with it. Ball is loose, and the Lions take it away. Now here comes East Mississippi on the other end. That shot blocked. Jones with the rebound. He's getting mugged underneath. They'll stay strong to keep the basketball. Eric Brown wanting to drive inside, and he's fouled. He gets knocked to the floor, and a foul is called. That foul's going to be whistled on number 3, Bell of East Mississippi. Well, this basketball game has gotten out of control again. Neither team really playing well. That's the 2nd foul on Bell. And this will send Eric Brown to the free throw line. Brown with 9 points, 6 of those here in the second half. First free throw, back iron, no good. As I said, for ICC, it's been the best of times. It's been the worst of times from the free throw line. And right now, tonight, it just hasn't been that good other than Brian Halems. Second free throw coming from Brown. It's on its way, and that one no good. That one, flat free throw, really no good. Bend to the knees and arch on the shot. 4 minutes to play. 51-50 is your score. ICC leading by 1. East Mississippi with the basketball. Inside out they go. Shot is up. There's a foul. Looked like he got away with a walk. And that foul's going to be whistled on number 12, Joseph Jones. And that's going to be his 4th. 3:53 to play here. This is Cox to the free throw line. And he makes the first one. Four points for Cox. Harris will check in. Jones will check out. Harris has got to play smart. He's got 4 fouls. Re-entering with 3:53 to play. Waiting the second free throw here. And that one rims its way through. Lead is now back to East Mississippi. 52-51. Shayton York checked in after that made free throw. 3:45 to play. York with the basketball. Trying to work off a screen. East Mississippi switches nicely. Works it over now to Halams. Inside to Harris. Harris skip pass to Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Inside they go to Halams. Halams sees a double team and he is fouled. So that should be 2 free throws coming up here for Brian Halams. Thought the official first called that a jump ball. I was like, there's no way that was a jump ball, but they do call the foul on number 5 of East Mississippi, and that's his second. So Brian Halams to the free throw line. He's got 18 points, 6 of those coming from the charity stripe. He's 6 of 7 this evening from the free throw line. First free throw, back iron, no good. Chance to tie it up here with a made free throw. 52-51 is your score. 3:28 to play in this one. Second free throw good. 19 points now for Halams, and a timeout taken by the Indians. 52-52 is your score. We're going to take the timeout with them. Full timeout on the floor. Be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
I love these soft pretzel twists.
They're so soft and salty, I like to sample them. That was a tongue twister!
Here's another one. Peter Piper picked a pack of perfect pretzels.
Hold up. Your last name is Piper?
Try a new warm and buttery soft pretzel twist with the Sonic Fruit Fizz. This is how you Sonic.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back to action. 52-52 is your score. Just really happy that's not the LSU version of that chant right now. Or it could be. Who knows? 3:28 to play here. 52-52 is your score. EMCC with the basketball. ICC falling back in a 2-3 zone. Trying to go inside. Number 5 spins in the paint. Shots left short, no good. Brian Halams with the rebound. Lions nearly take it away, but East Mississippi falling back defensively. Shayton York with the basketball. 3 minutes to play. York trying to work off a screen. Now driving inside. Wild shot put up, and the roll kind for Shayton York. York with his 11th point of the contest. And the Indians take a 2-point lead. 2:40 to play. East Mississippi with the basketball. Into the quarter they go. 3-pointer on its way. Halfway down, no good. And the rebound to Paris Harris. 2.5 to play now in the contest. ICC leading 54-52. East in a man-to-man defense. Try to jump trap this time. York is in trouble. And ICC is going to take the timeout. Heads up play that time by ICC to take the timeout. 2:12 to play. 54-52. 30-second timeout Let's tell you how you can get these ICC Gospel Bluegrass concert tickets.
Itawamba Community College presents the 22nd Annual Bluegrass and Gospel Concert benefiting the ICC Foundation on Saturday, March 3rd at the Davis Event Center in Fulton. This year's performers include the Isaacs, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Aaron Wilburn, Christy Miller, and Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver. $20 general admission and $30 reserved seating can be purchased online at iccms.edu/concert. Doors open at 2, music starts at 4. For more information, visit iccms.edu or call 862-8039. That's the ICC Bluegrass and Gospel Concert on Saturday, March 3rd in Fulton.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Indians. Almost 2 minutes to play. Halems for 3. That one rattles in and out, no good. Jenkins trying to fight for the rebound, and it's loose, and East Mississippi comes away with it. 54-52, 1:54 to play. ICC falls back in a 2-3 zone. Lions with the basketball being patient. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Now drops it to the baseline. Shot is up and good. ICC just trying not to draw the foul that time. Thomas gets his 11th point of the contest. 54 is the score. I want to give credit where credit's due, ladies and gentlemen. This East Mississippi band has been great all night. Been vocal as that three-pointer is up and good for Brian Halems. So Halems gets his 5th three-pointer of the game. Not only have they been vocal by playing the music, but they've been vocal during timeouts, during the game, and during play. That ball stripped away, last touch by the Indians. You can hear them in the background. So kudos to those East Mississippi band members across the way. Trying to lob it inside. That ball slapped out of bounds. Will stay with East Mississippi. 1:03 to play. This game still in doubt. ICC leads at 57-54. 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Lions. Trying to tie it with a 3, and they do. Big three-point basket knocked down there off the inbounds play. That was Harris with the defender in his face. 57 is the score. 56 seconds to play. Back with more right after this.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.
Welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 57-57 is your score. 56.6 seconds to play. So we'll let you listen to the atmosphere right now as this game coming down to the final seconds. York driving inside. What a shot. Wow. York felt the contact through the layup up, and it went through, but no foul was called. ICC now leads it 59-57. There you heard the East Mississippi band again, trying to be a difference maker in this one. 59-57, 46.4 seconds left in the game. Do the Indians have a stop defensively? Can they get a little bit more breathing room here? East Mississippi will have to go the length of the floor. ICC looks like they're going to meet them at midcourt. EMCC with the basketball. Dribbling up top, deep three on its way, good. Thomas drills the three-pointer, and that's a big one. 60-59 with 35 seconds to play. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
I love these soft pretzel twists.
They're so soft and salty, I like to sample them. That was a tongue twister!
Here's another one. Peter Piper picked a pack of perfect pretzels.
Hold up. Your last name is Piper?
Try a new warm and buttery soft pretzel twist with the Sonic Fruit Fizz. This is how you Sonic.
And welcome back out of the timeout. ICC with one timeout left in the game. 60-59, East Mississippi. Thomas drilling a three-pointer with 35 seconds to play. 60-59, East Mississippi with the lead. It's been a great night of basketball here. We want to thank you for watching on Let'sGoICCTV.com. York wants to dribble over. In trouble. Drops it off. 4 seconds down the shot clock. Brown's going to have to hurry. Drops it inside. Layup. No good. Shot clock violation. Paris Harris tried to do his reverse layup instead of going straight up that time. Great defense on the part of the Lions to force the shot clock violation. They're going to reset the clock here. Should be 5 seconds, as there was 35 seconds on the clock when we started the game, and they do get it, or excuse me, started possession. So they do set it to foul. So now the Indians have to foul. It'll be the 10th team foul on the Indians, so to put East Mississippi on the line to shoot 2. That is if the Indians can't steal the inbounds pass. So East gets it, and there's the foul. The clock continued to run after the whistle. 2.1 seconds came off the clock in that time span. So ICC getting the short end of the stick by the clock operator on that one. So East going to the line here. First free throw is good. Big make there. As that's number 4, Davis. Wow, I've got that as Davis's first points of the game. This could be a big one here. The Indians can only tie it if he makes it. So waiting the second free throw here. It's good. Big makes there for Davis as he makes it with 3.4 seconds left in the game. That's going to be a 30-second timeout with 3.4 left in the game here. As we said, the clock continued to run after the foul was called. So a tough break there for the Indians. As 2.1 seconds ran off the clock on an instant foul. But that's part of the game. For the Indians, you go back to that final possession. as the great defense by the Lions forced the Indians out to a tough shot and eventually into a shot clock violation. So the Indians, you don't got very many plays in your playbook to draw something up with 3.4 seconds left. For East Mississippi, leading this one 62-59. I don't know if you just maybe foul. Don't even give them a chance to get a shot off. East Mississippi going to be in a man-to-man defense, going to force the Indians to have to hurry. 2 seconds. Shot is up. It's good if it goes. No, and that'll do it. East Mississippi wins it by the final score of 62-59. It wasn't the best ball game in the world, but East Mississippi finds the way to win it. We're going to take a timeout. Come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. East Mississippi wins the thriller 62-59 here in the nightcap. As we take a look at some Sonic stats being brought to you here by the Sonic in Fulton. And let's start with East Mississippi. These stats, as always, unofficial on the evening. Harris finished with 18 points, 16 of those coming in the second half. Cox had 5, 7 for Bell. Davis had 2, but those were 2 big ones as he hit both free throws with 3.4 seconds left. Thomas had 14 points. He hit a big-time three-pointer with 35 seconds left to eventually be the game winner for Thomas. Scott had 3, Hines with 4, Jones with 3, and the mystery player number 5 finished with 3 points. For the Indians, they were led in scoring by Brian Halams, 21 points. You had Brown with 9, 7 for Harris. York returning off an injury with 13. McQueen with 3. Fountain with 2. Jenkins with 3. As Brian Halams is our Sonic star of the game. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians picked up the win 81-74 in the first game of the day. Our Sonic star of the game with 24 points was Lauren Fitch. A great effort by Shania Buford. Thinking about the circumstances surrounding her right now, she finished with 20 points in that game as well. So the playoff hopes still alive for ICC. That's the way we figure it, depending on how the games go Thursday. They can finish number 4, they can finish number 3, or they can finish number 2. For the Indians, not necessarily out of the playoffs yet. It's going to have to get a little bit of help after being swept both by East Mississippi and Delta. So for Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, and Robin Porter, I'm Adam Gore. We'll see you Thursday night when Northwest comes to town for sophomore night at ICC. We do invite you to come out. If you're away from your computer, maybe traveling, you can listen on FM95sports.com. Remember, tomorrow, softball here on the Red Channels as ICC will play host to Snead State. That'll start at 2 o'clock. And at 2 o'clock on the Blue Channel, it'll be ICC baseball at Columbia State. That game added to the schedule this afternoon. We'll see you next time, folks. Have a great evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being presented by the ICC Alumni Association. the Bank of Okolona, the ICC BSU, Choice Pond with locations in Tupelo and Fulton, Buddy Long and the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Food Giant, the ICC Foundation, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, Little Caesars, Renaissance Bank, Sonic, and the ICC Wesley Foundation.